Sorry, I had to. It's too perfect. Hey guys, what's up? In case you couldn't tell, obviously today we are talking vampires. I love vampire content. I was in middle school when the Twilight books came out, so that is right up my alley. So once the BL game started to pick up on the supernatural a little bit more, you can say that I was getting excited. In 2024, we get 4 vampire shows, which I am so incredibly happy about. I wanted to talk about all of the vampire shows that are coming out in 2024. So the first show is called 1000 Years Old. This is the one that's already complete. It came out earlier this year. Sorry, I have my notes over here. It came out earlier this year. It has 12 episodes. And you can watch it on WeTV and Gaga Ooh La La here in the US. I'm not really sure about WeTV access here, but I'm not gonna judge you, okay? So the main 2 characters are Pun and Yo. They're played by Shane and Opal. Opal is a model, I believe, or was a model first, and this is his first drama, as far as I can tell. Overall, this show definitely fit the vibe more of cozy fantasy, which is sort of a new genre, which honestly, I was surprised that this was the first vampire show to drop, that they went this route instead of a more dramatic route, like some of the later shows that we're going to talk about, because the entire concept of cozy fantasy is pretty new. I mean, it's not new, but it as a wider genre that more people are creating content with and consuming that content is pretty new. I am going to read the synopsis for you all right now, just in case you haven't seen it yet. Though enigmatic loner Pun has lived an exceedingly long life, he hasn't aged past about 25. Yeah, Pun isn't some ordinary human. He has the blood of a vampire. Pun lives alone, modestly, like any regular person. One day, he meets a student named Yo. Yo becomes the first person Pun trusts and accepts into his life, and without either realizing it, that thing called love begins to develop between human and vampire. So I can't even lie, I was so excited for this because it was the first vampire show of 2024, but I quit watching it after 4 episodes. The vibe really just wasn't for me. I don't know. I just really couldn't get into it. It felt like there were basically no stakes to anything. And to be fair, they were introducing an antagonist by the time that I quit, and he is so handsome. He's so handsome. Oh, he's played by someone named Big Boss, who has been in a few other shows, but I've never seen him in anything else. He's so handsome, and I wanted to stick around, but I just couldn't get into it. And I know that part of cozy fantasy is like low/no stakes. I honestly just couldn't get into it. The next show is OMG Vampire with everybody's favorite underutilized duo, Long Frank. This is actually premiering on May 19th, 2024, so it's coming out soon. I believe it's going to be distributed on Very Great Channel on YouTube, but I'm not sure. I tried to find the distribution information and I kind of couldn't. So if you know where it's being distributed, please let me know. So from what I can tell, Frank's character is the vampire named Poom, and Longley's character is the human named Patrick. Let's read the synopsis here. After waking from a century-long sleep, vampire Poom finds that the land of vampires has banned Gen X vampires from falling in love. The new law doesn't suit Poom, and he invites his gang of close friends, Sin, Run, Mix, and Jolie, to flee to the land of humans where people have more freedom. Getting there, however, won't be easy. They'll need to put their names down in the Bible of life and take the bodies of their parallel human selves, mindful that there may be consequences. Poom finds himself living the life of a broken-hearted young man. Life in the land of humans is turning out to be a chaotic undertaking when he meets Patrick, the owner of a secret bar, and ends up working for him. So I guess he won't be a vampire if he's gonna be a human. He's gonna be in the body of a human, a vampire in the body of a human. Also very curious what a Gen X vampire is. I've seen the teaser for this, but I think they've released a more full-length trailer since, and I have not seen that. I'm definitely going to check out episode 1 on May 19th, and who knows? maybe it'll be amazing. I'm excited to see them in something else. I think they have such good chemistry together, the main two, but I don't think I've finished a single show that they have starred in. So maybe this will be the one that ends the string of bad luck. Next, I'm talking about the one I think everyone is the most excited for, Revamp, starring Boone Prem. I'm talking about this one next because I have a theory that this show is going to come out before GMMTV's originally slated vampire show, My Golden Blood. My theory is that that was a condition of the entire Studio Wabi Sabi crew coming to GMMTV altogether and GMMTV getting the Revamp show. I have zero facts to back this up. It is just a theory, but that is what I think. And I think that that's why they showed the trailer at GMM24 Part 2, because they're going to release this first. I don't think they're going to release Revamp and My Golden Blood at the same time because I think they just cannibalize each other's audiences. I have a theory that Revamp is going to come out soon, probably for the summer, and My Golden Blood will probably be later this year. Again, just a theory. I have zero proof. So obviously, like I said, this is being distributed by GMMTV. They have an updated trailer with a ton more information in it, which is it's so exciting to see. I am very sad that Boss is not going to be in it anymore. They have replaced his character with another actor, probably filming schedule issues with his upcoming show with Me Mind Why. I know there were some theories that people were saying he wouldn't be in it because he's not signed with GMMTV, but for more side characters, GMMTV is known to A, loan out their own actors to other productions, and B, bring in actors from other companies to play non-main role parts. So it wouldn't have been totally out of the realm of possibility for Boss to have played this character. But I assume since filming probably kept getting delayed because of these contract negotiations, it's now just too late and he has to go film Boy Next World with Me Mind Why, which is another reason I think that Revamp is coming out soon, because I think they're about to film it. I think that's why Boss can't be in it. Again, it's all just theories, but that's what I think. Let's read the show description. It's very short. Pun is the owner of a vintage shop. He's intrigued by his regular customer Jet, a museum owner with an air of secrecy. To the best of my knowledge, Prem is playing Pun, the vintage shop owner, and Jet is who used to be played by Boss, is now being played by somebody else. I'm pretty sure all of the vampires live in this museum. I don't really know how you would successfully run a museum with a bunch of vampires living in it because you want human visitors, theoretically, but what do I know? I'm also happy to know that Pun is a vintage shop owner because in the original teaser, you kind of don't really know that. And so I was thinking, does he stumble upon this house full of vampires and they force him to be their receptionist or something, or their front desk worker? I couldn't really tell what was going on at first. I'm happy to have a little more information. And the rest of the cast, as far as I can tell, seems to be mostly the same. Again, as far as I can tell. This is the vampire show I am probably the most excited for this year. I think Boone and Prem are going to knock it out of the park. They have such great chemistry. They're such talented actors. The rest of the cast looks amazing. The plot looks really exciting. Definitely go watch the full GMMTV trailer if you haven't seen it yet, because you get so much more information and I'm so incredibly excited. Last but not least for 2024 releases, in my theory of events, is My Golden Blood. My Golden Blood, of course, was GMMTV's original vampire show that they teased in GMMTV Part 1 last year, so for the first half of 2024. Somebody told me on Instagram that all of the shows that they talked about in GMM24 Part 1, if they haven't been released yet, all but 2 have gone into production at the very least. My Golden Blood is one of the 2 that has not gone into production yet, which furthers my theory about Revamp coming out first. At least as of the time she told me that. That was a couple weeks ago, so I guess it could have gone into production by now and I wouldn't know. But so, My Golden Blood, starring Joss Gawain. I'm not actually sure how you say his name. Joss, I believe, plays the vampire. Gawain plays the human character. I think he's a human character. The plot looks very exciting. The tone seems so dramatic. Definitely more of what I thought the first BL vampire show was going to be like, much more than 1,000 Years Old, but I guess the 1,000 Years Old production company just moved faster. As of right now, there is no release date for My Golden Blood, but I'm going to read the plot for us because in case you haven't read it yet, it sounds very, very exciting. How many times have I said that these sound exciting? Because I mean, they do. I just really like vampire stuff. I can't help it. Mark is a vampire who's never found meaning in his immortal life until he meets Tong. He shakes up his world and becomes his reason for living. Tong possesses a rare and powerful type of blood, irresistible to vampires. Mark must therefore do anything to protect him from others and also from himself. Like I said, it seems very melodramatic, not in a bad way, very much giving Twilight with like Bella's magic blood that Edward is obsessed with, but in this case it seems like everybody's going to be obsessed with his blood, which is going to just lead to so much excitement and drama. It's going to be interesting to see the effects that they choose to do and choose not to do and how much effect they choose to do. I was a little apprehensive about this one at first, but I think having seen the trailer, having read the synopsis, I have faith it's going to be very good. I'm very excited about the plot, honestly. I love like magical chosen one concepts, and I know it's not a traditional chosen one, but the whole like magic blood that's irresistible to vampires gives very much chosen one to me. I'm interested to see how it goes with GMMTV's, you know, all of their production quality, all of their money. I think they have the chops to pull off a really good show. Well, now 2 really good vampire shows. So we will see when they come out. So those are my 4 vampire shows coming up this year. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about them. Let me know in the comments which one you're most excited about. Check out my other social medias in the description box. There should be some kind of subscribe, other video boxes popping up right here or have already popped up right here. Feel free to click on those if you would like, and I will see you next time. Bye.